Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. None other, I am coming to y'all with a WWE video, wrestling talk. We got a lot of stuff to talk about from Monday to last night. And what I gotta say about all three brands are being anticipating in the Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this juice popping. So first thing and first, I gotta talk about Monday Night Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. For years, as y'all know, it only has been two, and it only have been Raw versus SmackDown. All right, now they decided for this year they are going to do Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. I wonder how this was going to go, but I really thought it would have been instead of I think it's four. Raw team has four, SmackDown team has four, and NXT has four. I thought it would have been 3 versus 3 versus 3. So if you think about it, that's 3, 6, 9, about 9 people. But to me, the 4, man, that is a lot of people to be out there, and especially to be on the apron. And we don't know how this is going to go. I feel like this is going to be a real bad debacle when it comes to that. But I just want to hear from y'all. Do y'all think having all 3 brands and having I think it's 5. I think it's gonna be 4 women for each brand, 4 men for each brand, and everything. And then let me hear y'all, and let me just go tell y'all this. I want to hear y'all think about this whole group thing, how that's going to work and everything. Now, staying on the Survivor Series, you got Becky Lynch versus Blaze versus Bayley. Now, last night, Bayley got an upper hand on Blaze, and I'm like, oh my God, that's good. And I just thinking Bayley is coming into her own and everything. I just like, this is just how I feel. But I feel like they are leading up to Shayna Baszler. There we go. Shayna Baszler or Becky Lynch to win over Bayley. Now, that's just me. I'm just putting my opinion out there on there. I'm like, this is not going to be a fair match at all. So, that's my thing with that. Now, you do got an NXT. You do have an NXT takeover women's war match, and then you got last night they Shayna Baszler added the UK NXT champion Katie Lee. Now, I have heard of Katie Lee for quite some time, and I know she's a pretty good wrestler, but we're going to have to see where this is going to go. Now, to get me to say, it's something else I want to talk about that we're finna go from for a bit. Now, I actually recently put a poll up that I wanted to come and talk about the Rusev, Lana, and Bobby Lashley situation. I think the storyline has did good, and I think this little fake pregnancy thing was not called for, because I'm going to tell y'all this, what they was going into this week on Raw is like, it's like this. you have Rusev, and then you think of Rusev thinking this is his baby and stuff, and she's not pregnant in anything at all. And one of the things that one of the things that I just couldn't say, I put this on my poll. Is it a good storyline? Is it like something you don't care? Or is this a repeat Lita? And a lot of people were saying, okay, 67% on my Twitter said, oh, it's a good storyline. All right, I'll give you that. But with 33% said it's a repeat of Lita. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain. If you remember, Lita had a storyline similar to the same storyline when it was Matt Hardy and her, when they was actually dating, and Kane. And Lita supposed to be pregnant, and Matt just like to say, oh, I'm going to marry her. Well, it came out that she was pregnant by Kane. So I don't even think, I'm putting this in y'all head for y'all to think. I want y'all to think about that, because that, to me, I have called every time WWE has repeated old storylines, I have called it, or repeated certain storylines or certain characters. And like I said, I have always called it. That's one, so I want to hear your opinion on that. Now, another thing, question I put up was, let me just put this out there. I'm a big fan of Masked Singer. The Masked Singer on Fox, hosted by Nick Cannon. And I'll put the question up, who would make, from the WWE, would make a great contestant on The Masked Singer? I gave them R-Truth, Naomi, Sasha, Jay, or Jimmy Uso. Baby, well, landslide, they picked Naomi. So I want to hear from y'all. Anybody from the WWE that deserves to be on The Masked Singer, who should it be? Now, I'll actually admit, Naomi do have a voice, but you know, Naomi just came back. And I don't think WWE will allow her to leave to go do The Masked Singer. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if they gave it to R-Truth. And the reason is, R-Truth is older. R-Truth is older. He can rap. All we know of him rapping. So just to see him might next season be on there, yeah, I think R-Truth would be a better bet. Excuse me, y'all. Would be a better bet for The Masked Singer. All right, now let's go on to our next one. Now, I needed to talk about Vince McMahon. This one other question that I put up on my poll. Okay, and the reason is, and then I'm going to try to get to this one. This question is one of the biggest questions I needed to ask. And on my poll, I asked everybody how many of y'all was sick and tired of Vince McMahon throwing, and I'm saying throwing, Brian Corbin down our throats every chance he got every Friday night. To me, I'm going to say he has been embarrassed. How many times so far in the last couple of months? Several times. By Becky Lynch is one. Seth Rollins is two. Chad Gable, now known as Shorty G. I got to come and talk about that right quick. And recently, The Rock. Becky Lynch and The Rock. To me, Vince McMahon has been pushing him down the throat, pushing him and stuff. Yeah, he's a heel, but he's like that person we occasionally don't want to see. Some of y'all might not like me saying that, but I'm just saying from a fan point of view, fans don't truly care for him. Now, Vince McMahon's trying to push him down our throats, make him be sort of like the villain heartthrob of the WWE. No woman will want to be a fan of him. No woman don't care for him. Man, shoot, if you're good looking, you're good looking. He's kind of good looking, I give him that, but no woman will go and buy his shirts. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. To me, I feel like Vince McMahon needs to get back on that Roman Reigns train, is one, and reel him in and thing. Now, another thing I want to come in right quick and talk about is address AEW and address the Young Bucks at that. So if you're not going to like what I have to say about them, let me take a moment and exit. I took you back old school. I took you back for a bit. All right. Let me just say this. I feel the mockery that AEW and the Young Bucks did, mocking what happened in Saudi Arabia a week ago, wasn't called for. That's one. Number two, you mocking the WWE is you promoting the company. So, boo-boo, you mocking them is one thing. But what you did in the long run, that was disgrace to you and your company. Yeah, you got people from your company and WWE company that are couples that are, married or engaged or dating. So, you have that. Now, to get me to say, I really feel, and I don't know if people will agree with me, I feel that the Young Bucks deserves to apologize. Young Bucks needs to apologize, to issue a public apology to the WWE. I don't care what anybody else say, but I am saying my opinion. All right. The last thing I have to talk about. I actually got to go back and rewatch the backstage with Booker T and with Renee Young and Booker T with special guests Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, also with Paige. So if y'all don't, I'm gonna get on Paige in a minute and thing. And the show was pretty good and everything. Michael, they had this little thing that they had some celebrities to come out and see if they can pop that promo. And they was going up against Adam Cole and Samoa Joe. Man, if you remember Fluffy from Mr. Iglesias, I'm ready for that second season. He did well. He did well. I just thought, okay, that was good. And before the show ended, before he ended, it was like, Renee Young said, it's always returns on so-and-so, so-and-so. And I'm going, what's she talking about? And she goes in 3, 2, 1. I'm going, hold up. No. For years, fans wanted this, and we finally get it. For years, we wanted this, and we finally get it. Y'all, none other CM Punk has returned home. Let's just say it. CM Punk has returned home is one. Number 2, CM Punk said, I'll see you next week. And number 3, Paige couldn't say what she wanted to say because she usually, because it looked like she was happy. She was happy and excited. And then I got to go and look at the pictures afterwards. It was just a phenomenal thing. And I liked it myself. I loved seeing this. And it's the one thing I have to say about this is that, hold on, y'all, I just think this is a great opportunity. Now, my thing is he just going to be on just backstage with Booker T and, and thing? So that is that. Or is he going to be added to the SmackDown announce team? Or is this just him doing this to build up to him a return, a return back to the WWE is the other and stuff. So I cannot wait to see this. So we're just gonna have to see what's going we're gonna have to see what's going on. But yeah, I think this is one thing I want is great. Now I want to let me talk about Paige real quick. As y'all know, Paige and Miz just renewed their contract. I think Miz is 2023 or 2026, something like that. And then I think Paige is something like almost like similar. But Paige is going to be making more money and stuff. And I like, okay, first of all, Paige can't wrestle at the moment. Is one. She can't wrestle. So she can't wrestle. So what is the deal? Is one. Number two, what can we do with this? All right. I want to see what they can do with Paige because I feel like Paige can do a lot more than what they're giving her. Now, if they are planning on bringing back the general manager's positions, people said, oh, have somebody else, somebody we wouldn't expect to be general manager, not legends and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to say this on my situation with that. I really feel like when they got rid of the general managers, that I say that is one. I say one or two, several things that the ratings came down, but they're getting back there. It's like things they are doing now is doing that, and I feel like the one thing that they just need to just do. Don't consider your Raw, SmackDown, and NXT just brands. Just do those as a whole company, and you got these shows. And then you have some of them be on different shows, but yeah. So y'all, that's all I have here to come and talk about when it comes to the WWE. My edition of Wrestling Talk, Random Wrestling Talk. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.